Hey everyone, Mitch Robinson with MouthpieceSports.com here with Fred the Hammer Williamson. And Fred, first let's talk about you're in Chicago visiting at Dominic's, trying to raise breast cancer awareness. How'd you get involved with this?
Well, I'm looking at the percentages of black women that are dying of breast cancer, and it's only because they are avoiding themselves of early protection. Early discovery saves lives, and I'm just trying to get involved in that issue. It's a way of giving something back to the community. If the girls can come out and see me, and at the same time sign up for a mammogram, then I'm helping the cause.
It's amazing. After all these years, the girls still are coming out to see the Hammer. Still,
I can understand that. I can truly understand that. Being tall, dark, and handsome, I can understand that. Nothing has changed in my life.
Yeah, it's perfect. Can I ask you, the Hammer? Yeah. Where'd it come about? Who named that? How'd that nickname stick with you?
Well, I don't know if you know my background. I'm a Northwestern grad, so I was an All-American flanker back at Northwestern. Aaron Parsekian was my coach at Northwestern. And when I went to the 49ers as the number 2 draft choice, the first day of practice, they gave me a red shirt. So I said, oh, this is special. That means I'm a special person. He says, no, son, you're going to play defense. I says, don't you know who I am? I'm not a defensive player. What are you talking about? He said, well, you're fast. So we need fast guys to cover the fast receivers in the league. And so they made me a cornerback. But I couldn't cover anybody because I didn't know how to run backwards. I was a flanker back, man. I was a hot shot wide receiver. So they made me look like a jerk for about a week and a half. And finally the coach came over to me and he said, son, you're disappointing us. You're not going to make this team because we thought you could adjust. So that night I thought about it and I said, I can't go back to Chicago a loser. I can't go back to my boys on the corner and said, hey, man, I didn't make the team. So I looked at my assets. I was 225 pounds, and I'm covering guys 180 pounds, so why the heck should I cover them? I just knock them down. So I just started knocking the receivers down at the line of scrimmage. So the coach came over and says, what the hell are you doing? I says, I'm covering him. He says, okay, well, I tell you what, just stop hammering my players so I can get some pass offense in, and that's how I got the name.